Hi guys, it's Allison Coombs here, personal trainer, wellness coach, group fitness instructor, virtual boot camp instructor, and mom, just like you guys. So I'm here to talk about, my year of saying yes. All right, and what does that mean? What is Allison's year of saying yes? All right, so that's all about opportunities and taking and accepting opportunities as they come your way as moms, right? So I'll say a little bit about why I decided to do that. I think I'm sometimes a very anxious person. I can be sometimes about different things. So then I find myself shying away from opportunities. So someone was like, okay, do you think that you can give a demo to do this and this? Even though I'm quite capable of it, I would be like, nah, no. Like even when I was on my mat leave and I thought about going into fitness, I thought, for example, well, you know, maybe I'm not smart enough to, if there's any calculations, maybe I can't do math. The stories I was telling myself about why I couldn't be a personal trainer or a fitness instructor, maybe I'm not good at musicality, right? There's always some excuse or I guess some story you tell yourself that doesn't serve your purpose, right? So with that, I still said yes and said, what's the worst that can happen, right? I pay for my course, and what's the worst that can happen if, this guy or this girl can do it, I can too, right? So I started to change that story, and that change started from us like a business a networking group that I'm a part of, and going to their workshops and hearing about the power of your inner dialogue, right, and your self-talk and all these things. Even though I knew that, somehow I received the message better from that group of people, right? And that's what I needed to hear. So that's one thing that I decided to say yes to, right? So I'm just saying yes to whatever comes my way. Another thing came up for me too. I was planning on my website, if you had gone to it prior, it said that classes were starting to run in spring, because I actually had a fear of groups a while ago. Like if I was in class in university or whatever, or like in a staff meeting in social services, when I was sitting there, I didn't say very much because I find, even though I'm very sociable, a group setting intimidating, and that's hard to for people to acknowledge about me because I'm so chatty, and that's good on one-on-one, but in groups I've usually I just try to stay quiet. But that is something that I said, so I said I would work on it. So in spring I was ready to start my classes, but an opportunity came via a fellow, now friend, but at the time I didn't know her well, but now I would call her a friend, had called and said, she has a need for me to run a class, and would I be interested? The first thing that came up was no, right? But then after I said, you know what? I didn't say no because I was thinking about the workshops that I had attended and what would they, have said. And yes, I'm capable of doing that now, even though I wasn't planning to do that till next year. So I said yes, and that has been, the class sold out, right? And that was awesome. And I just put up for my winter sessions, and it looks like that's selling out as well. I think it has a spot or two left in it, and then it's sold out as well. So, I mean, if I didn't take that opportunity, then I wouldn't have known that I am, confident in group settings, right? Just telling yourself, right? Another thing I did was build myself like a playlist of music. So if I was feeling that, okay, I'm not too confident today, I don't have to do that anymore, this confidence music. But at the beginning, I would play this playlist and, sing my songs and help myself to feel more confident, right? Even something that's, for example, was gonna say driving, for example, like because my mom didn't have a license, my sister didn't have a license for the longest time, so there was never a car in our home growing up, so it was not really a familiar thing. So after I got my license, right, it's funny, now I'm like a mobile personal trainer, so I go wherever, but it's like even my friend would be like, okay, let's go here. I'm like, well, I don't know how to go there, so I'd be like, no, know. But now, I've come so far that I can have a mobile service and go to people, right? By saying yes. So she's like, okay, come down here. No problem. I just put my GPS and I go and figure out how to park and figure out those things when I get there, right? And it's always okay. I think it's that initial leap of faith at the beginning, right? Things, they're always okay. I realize after saying yes, right? I don't die, like I don't, nothing happens that's bad. Only good comes from saying yes to good opportunities that are coming your way. Another opportunity was to be a co-author, in a book that's releasing in 2018 to share a little bit about my story and my battle with chronic illness is what my chapter is going to be about, right? But the opportunity came and I said, yes. So, things start to happen, really positive things when you can look at an opportunity to grow yourself, right? I'm not a professional writer or anything, right? But I'll figure it out and my chapter will be awesome because I set my mind to say yes and to put in the work and to do it and get it done. So yes, I would say. The power of yes is a very important to me, and to take those challenges, right? You're never going to grow unless you're uncomfortable, right? I was at a networking event the other day and somebody approached me and asked me if I would do some speaking, right? I don't think I speak in front of crowds, right? But that's a story, again, I'm telling myself. And that ran through my head. So I said, you know what? I'll figure it out by the time the event comes and I'll practice. And I said yes to that end. The weekend of the workshop actually ended up having to move, so I wasn't able to participate, but I will be participating in a future workshop from the same colleague that invited me, right, to this. But I think that would probably take place in the new year, so I'll be definitely going to be able to speak there and share my story there. Another place, I have to actually contact them, I was saying today, because I did say yes that I would give a talk, right? It was a local mommy and baby group that I used to attend. I still attend, I guess, with the baby when I can. They had asked me to speak or do a fitness demo or something, and I was like, but you know what? I said yes, so I'm actually going to email them today just to hold my own self accountable, right? So I think even with starting a business, right, at this is how many months I have to make this successful so I can, not have to go back to work full time, right? I love social services as well, but I also wanted flexibility, right? And it was hard to get that if I'm going to remain full time. So now that I said yes to my own opportunity, my own, I said yes anyway, so starting a business, right? And gave myself this many months to have it grow. So actually at the end of my maternity leave with my second, I actually didn't have to go back full time, and I have flexibility, right? So I saw an opportunity. So I took the opportunity, I ran with it, and things are going well. So all that to say, I've done a wealth of, growth. Like, I've grown and grown and grown, and I still continue to grow and read and learn every single day. And you can too, right? There's opportunities in everything. There's opportunities, right? Like if you want to work from home, for example, and you work for an IT company, let's say, right? You just have to, there's an opportunity there for you to work at home, right? So you can either approach your boss and you can ask your boss, hey, like, is it possible for me to work from home doing the same exact job I'm doing here? How can we make that happen? Or even, you can start off, can I work at, 2 days a week, right? You just make sure that you are a valuable asset to that company, and it shouldn't be a big problem for you to work at home, right? So there's that. Or you can ask them if you can just come in part-time, and then you can do IT on the side and build a business, remotely as well, part-time, right? So there's many different things that you can do, but you look for opportunities and you design the life that you deserve, and you design the life that you want to have, right? Because we only live once, right? especially like us mummies, we like we're living, our kids are growing, they grow up so fast, right? So I encourage you to just design the life that you want for you and your family, and to say yes to, all the opportunities that are going to allow you to have the life that you want, or to grow as a person and be the person that you want to be, right? I was at this business workshop, and the person that was speaking, she said, the person that you are today, right? It's not going to be the same person you are when you achieve whatever success or goal that you want to achieve. You have to grow to become that person. If you were already that person today, you would not, you would already have had that goal, right? So lots of growth and self development has to occur first, right? And as you continue to grow, you're going to see so many doors open. And I've met so many wonderful people over this journey, and it's exciting. And I'm happy that I get to sit here and share that with you, right? So, all that to say yes to opportunities, because you never know where those opportunities are going to take you, right? Take it from one mom to the next, right? I'm living, a flexible life right now, right? I wouldn't trade my life for the world. I'm happy. So, I hope that you guys are too, all right? Ciao. Bye.